Let me introduce you to the 6 steps to amour, or the 6 steps to love. These steps, if taken, I believe will help you in creating a fulfilling and long-lasting romantic relationship. The first step is to know yourself. What I mean by know yourself is that you can only love that which you know, and you can only be loved to the degree to which you are known. So what this means is that you need to spend some time by yourself trying to get to know you, what you like, what you dislike, what your heart desires and what your heart does not desire, and what are your strengths and weaknesses, so that when it comes to your romantic relationship, you already know about yourself, because you're going to need that information for the next step. The second step that you need to take in order to create a fulfilling and long-lasting relationship is to express yourself. Step 1 was about knowing yourself, knowing who you are, your character, what do you believe in. And step 2 is about expressing those beliefs, expressing the desire, expressing those needs and wants. By clearly expressing the deepest wishes of your heart, you allow somebody else to get a chance to take a good look at you, to get a chance at knowing you, thus helping them make a decision whether they want to love you or not. This step is very, very important, because you can only be loved to the degree which you are known, and if you don't know how to express yourself, if you do not know how to let yourself be known, then you will not be able to be loved to the degree to which that you want to be loved at. The third step to amour and the third step to love is to brace yourself. What I mean is that this is the step where rejection and acceptance will happen. Two people cannot be said to be intimate with each other if they do not share some personal, relatively confidential information with one another. So what this means is that after you know yourself, and after the other person knows themselves, when you guys come together and you guys come to this level of self-disclosure, and you guys share to each other what you guys want, what you guys desires, this is the step where you're going to have to brace yourself, because this is the step where you're going to have to decide, this person, I know so much about them now, can I, or am I willing to give them what is it that they're looking for? Do I have the ability to fulfill their want? And in turn, the other person gonna look at you, gonna look at your desire, and they're going to decide if they can give you what you want. And that's why I say this is the step where rejection and acceptance happen. And if you do come to the point where you cannot give the person what they want and they cannot give you what you guys want, it's okay. Move on and get ready to open up to start the whole steps again with somebody new. But if you guys come to a mutual acceptance, then stay there and get ready to go to the next step. That will be step number 4. Step 4, pace yourself. What I mean by pace yourself is that after you've gathered all this information from the other person, and they have all gathered all this information from you, then you guys come to a point where you guys going to now negotiate. No matter how easy or how compatible you guys may seem at first, I don't want you guys to leave anything when it comes to your romantic relationship to chance. I do not believe in going with the flow or letting things just be. I believe that you have to be intentional about creating the type of relationship that you want, and to be intentional means to have control. So you need to take active steps in making sure that you and the person that you like are on the same page about what you guys want and how you guys are going to go about fulfilling the same. And this is the step where you have to keep your eyes wide open, because you are looking for inconsistency in the other person. They might tell you that they want this and they want that, but as they're living their life and to the degree that you can observe, do what they say they want and their desire, does the life looks like that, or the way they're living, is it congruent to what they're telling you? Because if there is inconsistency, then you will know that this person might not be who they say they are, and what they want might not be exactly what they actually do want. And you do not want to be in a position where you get into a relationship with somebody that you thought only the same thing that you did, you thought could fulfill your want, but actually it could not. Step number 5. This is the step of no return. Commit yourself. The last step was brace yourself. This step, you need to commit yourself. And when I mean commit yourself, this is the crossing line in the race. After you cross this line, you are supposed to stay on the other side of that line, meaning that there's no going back. The standard that you set for yourself and for the relationship is the standard that you will be held to by those around you and by the person in the relationship with you. So before you cross the line, make sure that you have all the information needed. Make sure that you know yourself good enough. Make sure that you express yourself good enough, and make sure that you're truly accepted, and make sure that you've paced yourself enough so that there are no inconsistencies or any red flag that you could have missed that could create a problem now that you are ready to commit yourself. And when you're ready to commit yourself, just commit yourself, give yourself fully, because only then I believe that you will begin to taste the sweetness of love. And again, no matter how much you commit yourself, you need to make sure that that commitment stays intact. And this is what we're going to talk about: how to make sure that that sweet taste of love does not get stale. Step number 6: maintain yourself. It's good that you know yourself, and it's even better that you know how to express yourself. And it's actually amazing that you were able to find somebody that not only you could fulfill their desires, their wishes, but they in turn could fulfill yours. Now that you have committed yourself, now that you have started that journey of loving somebody else, you must know that you and the other person will continue to change. Continue learning about yourself, because you will need to keep expressing yourself, and you will need to keep expressing yourself, and you will need to make sure that your partner is always continuing to accept you, because the day that they start accepting you is the day that that relationship breaks down. The day that you stop fulfilling their wishes, their wants, and them in turn not fulfilling yours is the day that the relationship dies. So you are basically running the same track over and over again, except that this time there's a difference. Instead of running the track by yourself, you have somebody else running the track with you. So you guys are both going together, learning new things about yourselves together, and then sharing those things with each other and mutually accepting those things together. And that, I believe, is the necessary step that will make sure that your relationship actually lasts long and actually becomes fulfilled. Because feelings may go, but if you know why you're in that relationship, if you know the steps to maintain that relationship, if you know the steps to actually get to that point of love, then you can always go back to the step and do them all over again, and it will always leave you to that sweet taste of love. So don't forget the 6 steps to love, the 6 steps to amoring. The first one: always know yourself. Know yourself, because the degree that you are known, that is the degree to which you will be loved. And if you want people to know about you, if you want to be loved, you need to be able to express yourself in a way that they can not only understand but accept. And by doing so, then you start on your way to be able to get to the next step, which is commitment. And when you commit, that is the place of no return, because after that commitment, then your whole focus will actually be on the last step: maintaining your relationship, maintaining your marriage, maintaining that track, and actually growing together. So these are the 6 steps to love, the 6 steps to amoring. And I believe that the 6 suggestions will help you in creating a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. Hey, and if you guys like the video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and yes, please let me know your thoughts. I want to know what you think. How do you feel about what I said? And I want to also know if there's anything else that you think that I should know about, and any other steps that you think can help create a long-lasting and fulfilling relationship. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video.